Hi, God. I'll be talking about classes and objects now. But before I go to class and object, I want to make mention of something. I told you in my previous tutorial that if you are writing a function below this your main class, you have to call as a reference at the top. So your compiler is going to know that okay, you are going to create a function. Maybe you are going to have a function like 100. I don't know. Maybe data, you want to create a variable, you have to create it at the top of your main class before your main class on except the variable a variable inside your function, maybe something like integer, or you want to create something inside your function. So that's when you can create other just like this. So it's inside mine that I will not be added I will not be using constantly, but if I'm to use any of this in other classes, I have to maybe a variable, I have to include it here. So it's going to know that I'm creating a variable at the top. So and to do this is called header. So you have to call the reference in an header files. So that's what we are going to be using now. So we are going to call for header files, and the header files will be linking it with our class. So now we are going to classes and objects. What's a class? What is classes? Classes is an environment, and we can also call it a container that contain each performance of a code, that contain each execution of a code. Maybe we want to write a full code to do something, to cook rice, to do something. Okay, so that's where classes come out. And in your classes you have different types of method, different types of function. So this is how your class look like. Let me get something here. Okay, maybe it's just a piece of paper. Like okay, I want to write code and send it to my computer. So I need pencil and biro. I need pen and paper. So it's just like a piece of paper. Oh, sorry. It's just like a piece of paper, just something like this. That you are going to write something inside. Write something inside. You are going to write something inside for your compilers to read. It's just like a paper, like a file, like a folder. You have a folder also. You have a file. So it's just like a piece of paper you are keeping inside your file. You are writing something inside, and maybe you are writing a bulk of letters and you want to submit. So you are going to submit it to the compiler. Maybe you are having 5 classes that defines. Let's have this class that defines each and every block of code. So we can have them multiple together. If you're having a bunch of notes you are writing on a file, a postcard sheet or a 4 paper, you can write after completing a page. You can put another page on top, or maybe you want to discuss about another thing entirely different from this what you are writing here. You can get another piece of A4 paper and tag it with this in this point, and you write what you want to write and put it on it. So that's how it also works on Java. So, and if you want to call it, you use a reference. This does you are using is just like a reference. So that's why they are calling it object. So classes and objects. Fine, classes and objects are for object-oriented programming, but that's why but there's no way. That's why we have headers file as a specifier. So there's a way. Maybe in the future tutorial I'm going to explain much better about it. So let's go into the business. So now we want to create another file and we want to make a class. So if we want to create a new class, click on here, new, then click on class. Now to remove this, as destructive. No, we don't want to make this as a destructive. Okay, you click on this. Okay, then go to name the class, maybe like new class. And remember, you don't name you don't name anything or your file or your class as a keyword. So you have a new, I think name is a keyword, class is a keyword in Java, in C++. So you don't name them, you don't name it. So you have to, maybe you can combine the two or you can make them different. So let's click yes. Okay, everything is perfect, supposed to go fine. Look at this, we're having only main class before, but now we're having new, we have new class.h and new class.pp. This is a class now. You know, we have created a class, but creating a class, we have to create an header file, and this header file, that's where all what you want to define will be kept. If you want to define a variable, then they will be kept. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you what that private, public, and what sort of things are they means. No, instead of declaring it at the top of those places or at the top of this place, we have what we call reference. So we are going to copy this from CPP, copy what you have in CPP, copy it, paste it in here. That's it. So you are including the header file. You can see you are including the header file. So when it comes to say, okay, include the header file, because I've created some things in there. So it's going to enter into, click on this, and it's going to search for this. It's going to see the header file here. Okay, it's going to check. Okay, you declare all those things here. Okay, so you'll be making use of it. Don't worry. Whenever I see it, I come back here to command. So I will be able to know that you declare something like this. So I'm going to look for it. Don't worry. So this is your CPP. This is where your codes. You can have other class, so you can call it in your main class. Because I love to use class. I have to use different classes. I love to use different classes. So you can copy it and paste here. So the function of class is that you can have a multiple class to execute some codes formats. In this your class, you can have different types of function. It doesn't matter. You can have different types of function. Now this one prints a prime number, the other one prints all prime number. You can add another function. It doesn't change anything. But what matters most is that you just know how they work, because you have to have your header file. So this is your header file, so everything you're making use of will be stored in your header file. Okay, now let me create another function, maybe to find a factorial of a number. So if you want to, anything that you'll be calling here, you have to create the header file here, and you can see now it's having a return type of integer both. So I have to, this is how I call as a reference in classes. So I'm going to call the name. Don't worry. I'm going to call the name of the of my header file or of the function. So what I forgot to tell you is that in this header file, it automatically generates some things for you, and you pasted this at the bottom. So to do that, in every program you have to have a class. We have something we call class here. So the class allows you to create, this class is a class inside the header file, and this is a file. So all these classes you've created, you can have two classes of different name, but if you're having, you have to write class, then the name of your class, maybe my class, then you put two open and close curly brace, and you end it with this semicolon because it's a statement. Then you can declare every variable. If you want private variable, any variable, so you can declare it. So you'll be accessing them by their name. So let me copy this, let me cut this and paste it in here. And let's create another integer function. Let's say factorial. So we'll be taking one parameters as in one argument. That's the number you want to find the factorial. Fact. So you end it. Instead of writing this at the top of your main class, as I did before. So I'm just going to copy this. Just go to your my class, new class.cpp. So just come down here. Then type the return type like int. Okay, you can just paste it. Then come to the back of this factorial. And this place also remove this with curly brace. Then at the back of the name and at the between the storage specifier and the name, you write the name of the class we are calling this function from. So the name of the class is my class. So you are going to access it by my class. So when you write your my class, you just double quotes. Now you see now it brought everything you have in that class, all the functions you created in that class that are public. You brought them out. Then you look for the one you want to create, you want to use. I'm using factorial for now. So you can just remove this because I've already copied this. So everything is fine now. It's good to go. Then for this, because we may have an error, we can also get to this back also and set my class. And after these two, it's going to pop them out and say prime. You can just even leave it like that. After that too, just end it that way. On to all. In between again, and just say my class. Just put the two column, just leave it like that. So it moves, so it's automatically. So maybe we want to have a factorial. We want to test the factorial of the number. And just say is fact equals 0. So I'll just say for, I think you have to write for loop. For means x. I told you it doesn't matter, you give it I is equals to 1. Okay. And x is less than fact. Then x plus plus. Now we want to have a fact. You know how what factorial is. Factorial is maybe find the fact is maybe we are finding 5 factorial, which will be equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 1. So the answer will now give you the factorial of 5. So that I'm commenting this. So we want our program to get the number and multiply them like this. So we are assigning a variable that is 0. So we are saying multiply that factorial, assign fact is equals to fact is equals to okay, fact plus I. So what is going to then remember to do this? what it's going to do is that for the first time